What is going on, hustlers? Welcome back into Hustlepedia. Today we are going to be taking a look at Star Atlas. We're going to take a look at their brand new trailer, and we're going to go over why this defines what a AAA game is, right? Everyone talks about upcoming AAA games on the blockchain, and this is definitely one of those projects. And we'll get into another one this week as well that has amazing graphics, AAA backing basically later this week. But Star Atlas is one of those prime examples of an upcoming AAA game, as it says, a grand strategy game of space exploration, territorial conquest, political domination, and more. I'm going to get into both of their tokens and the purposes they serve, the Atlas and the Star Atlas DAO token, the POLIS token. We're going to get into the use cases for these. We're going to go over all the imagery, the white paper, the land ownership concept. We're going to look at the marketplace. We're going to go over Star Atlas top to bottom and the pros and the cons right now, right? Because there are some great things going with this project, but there's also things that we have not seen yet. So we'll go into the good, the bad, and my overall opinion on Star Atlas. Let's go ahead and get into the video. If you're new to the channel, be sure to drop down and hit that subscribe button. We come out with brand new cryptocurrency and altcoin videos here on the channel every single day, including crypto gaming gems. And be sure to like the video if you enjoyed the video, if you are bullish on Star Atlas and the future of crypto gaming. And I want to start out, so as I described, a grand strategy game of space exploration, territorial conquest, political domination, and more. And before we watch the trailer, here's the preface. Virtual gaming metaverse based in the year 2620. In this distant future, there are three major factions. The Mud Territory, governed by humankind, the Oni region as a consortium of alien races, and the Uster sector, controlled by sentient androids. So these factions are ongoing struggle for resources, territorial conquest, and political domination. You are a faction citizen of Star Atlas, will have the ability to influence the outcome of intergalactic conflict while creating the opportunity to earn rewards for your contributions. And this document will serve to describe the adventure ahead for new recruits. So we'll get into the white paper and everything, all the details that you need to know about each token and the gameplay style that you can find within Star Atlas. But without further ado, I want to go over this trailer. And this is what, and this is built on the Unreal 5 engine. Michael Wagner, CEO of Star Atlas, absolute brilliant mind behind this project. And everything he's said about the project is something to be bullish about. This is what would define the definition of a AAA game if this game was to look anything like this. If this game looks anything like this, it would define blockchain games for years to come. So we'll watch this trailer real quick.
Miles, the station reported a distress signal last night. They think it came from your dad's ship.
The signal, it came from past the outer ring. How is that even possible?
His ship has been reported missing for 20
So in
years.
previous teasers, they had mentioned there's like a diamond planet somewhere in the Star Atlas, and as they said, there's a ship coming from her dad's old ship that's giving a distress signal from the ship that's been missing for 20 years. They visit this planet, the diamond planet, and like the visuals in this look amazing. And the Unreal 5 engine is one of the highest powered graphical engines across not only anything in the blockchain, it's the gaming universe in general. The Unreal 5 engine is highly utilized and very ambitious project here in Star Atlas. If it looks anything like this in the game, they are really actually going to define the future of blockchain games. Them along with Illuvium, I would say. Illuvium is definitely in that category as well for an upcoming AAA game, but it's going to come out a little sooner, it seems, than Star Atlas. Star Atlas will take years to develop. So that is the Star Atlas trailer that they just released this week, and there's a lot to get into here on Star Atlas, and I want to just start by taking a look at more visuals. You take a look at the mining town. They have so many visuals on their site. The discovery of Iris, the heart of Star Atlas, the short story of Lost Astronaut. There's so much on their site here that you want to dive into. And their site is super interactive. You can click in to enter, and then you go through this little portal, and it's going to take you through the pillars of Star Atlas, a world beyond vast imagining. and you can scroll through here, and it takes you through the pillars of Star Atlas. But I want to get into the white paper. We're not going to waste time in this video. There's a lot to cover, and I want to break down my opinions on the project, why I'm bullish on Star Atlas, but I need to see some gameplay, and we'll get into that in a bit. Intended audience is entrepreneurs, executives, cryptocurrency enthusiasts, video gamers, space travel enthusiasts, and economists. This is big because it is appealing to every, I know they call characters in the game faction of audience. Entrepreneurs can come into this world, set up a mining town, buy mining stakes, and be able to mine on planets and just check in on it and basically make sure it's running well. Spend time on your browser in the game or whatever device you're playing it on. Entrepreneurs can come in here. Executives can come in here. Cryptocurrency enthusiasts who are very bullish on blockchain games can come in. Video gamers, obviously. Space exploration enthusiasts, because they have a virtual reality first-person cockpit experience where you are commanding your own ship. And all the ships and assets in this game are NFTs, guys. So much to be bullish about the ambition and the project here that Star Atlas is building. They have the blockchain mechanics. They want to build a massive multiplayer online game. And guys, they are built on the Solana blockchain, which is one of the fastest blockchains out there, one of the most efficient solutions, and especially one of the best blockchain gaming pillars as far as what projects build on. A lot of blockchain games are running on Solana, and their breakthrough and transaction throughput sets the stage for largely serverless online multiplayer game, and the Unreal 5 engine, as we mentioned, which is going to bring the visuals that we just saw in that trailer to life in the game. And there's 4 pillars of gameplay in the game. You can have the grand strategy where you're trying to conquer different land on different planets. You're basically roaming the universe trying to assert your dominance in the grand strategy portion. And you can have combat against other ships in this game as well. There's the exploration portion where you're basically trying to explore new undiscovered territories of the galaxy as well. But you're not really trying to find that political domination that the grand strategy provides. You're trying to discover rich claims that can be staked, mined, redefined, and traded through commercial mining installations, refineries, and the universal marketplace. They have a role-playing game here where you basically are able to pick some sort of career, establish a career, and you're able to derive the wealth from mining and other branching revenue streams for players who want to just come into the economy and establish a career. And they have a vast list of things you can do inside of Star Atlas to earn. And then they have the space flight simulation. Like we said, virtual reality head-mounted displays are functional in this. It's a VR experience where you're first person and you're cockpitting your own NFT ship. So there's pillars of gameplay for everyone, no matter how active or inactive you want to play it, passive or playing the game all the time. There is a spot for a lot of people here in the Star Atlas universe, and I love that because it's the whole point is to bring usability to the average user and the adoption for blockchain games. This type of project, or like an Illuvium coming up, like I'm all alluding to, it's going to come out a little sooner than Star Atlas. These are going to set the stage for years to come for the standard of a blockchain game. Like this, if these games come to life, Axie is not going to be what Axie is right now, and it's going to keep growing, but like it won't be the top dog anymore if games like this can come out and actually succeed. So let's get into a little bit of now that you know like what you can do in the game and stuff like that. I want to get into the tokenomics and like the different tokens here. Well, actually, let's start with the land ownership because everyone's appalled with land ownership virtually right now. In any MMO world, land has always been important. In the vast intergalactic Star Atlas metaverse, because of blockchain integration, land is more than something to be farmed to build your barracks. Each planet is divided into land parcels, and they're each represented as an on-chain NFT, of course, which records the specifics of each parcel size. All buildings are built on something, whether it's a space station or a stable upcrust of a planet or asteroid. Owning land opens up a player to the possibilities of mining, farming, for example, and to defend their territory. There are many technical aspects about land, but here are many highlights. Land is owned, and it can also be lost, so you can like get overran on your land. So that is something to keep in mind in this game. The territorial political domination. you can get your land overrun potentially. They also have an innovative land value tax to prevent flipping, as well as to incentivize users to make use of the land. Players can sell, buy, collect taxes, or use it as collateral for loans, and it can be acquired in the primary markets. And it shows you how to set up like an extractor and a mine on your land here as well. And we'll get into the tokenomics now as it starts getting into that DAO, as they're mentioning the governance of Star Atlas. But Atlas here, the main currency, is the in-game currency, and that is this token here, sitting at about 9.8 cents, number 279 on market cap, $200 million market cap here. But let's take a look at the Star Atlas token. This one's pretty straightforward, doesn't really take much explaining. This is the in-game currency, guys. You're going to be able to buy inside the game's economy, and you're going to be able to use the Atlas token for all your exchanges, all that stuff. Basically, it's as simple as it sounds. It will serve as the in-game currency. Lubricant of the metaverse will initially leverage Atlas to acquire your assets, such as ships, crew, components, land, and equipment. But in any real economy, a financial system is necessary to facilitate commerce. Operating as a business is a challenge. So, repairs, damages will all need to be paid in Atlas whenever you have business expenses. So Atlas will be the pure in-game economy token of the Atlas universe and the method of transaction. I'm very bullish on Atlas. I have some Atlas in my portfolio. I'm not a financial advisor. My one concern so far, my only concern, because their team's fully doxed, guys. You can look up all their GitHubs, their LinkedIns, all that good stuff. Fully doxed team. With, as Michael Wagner describes, a lot of them have worked for like EA. A lot of they have about a team of 60 working on this project right now, which is needed with a project that looks as visually appealing and ambitious as Star Atlas does. And the POLIS token, guys, the Star Atlas DAO token, sitting at $8 at a market cap of 172 million. This is the governance token. This is what makes the Star Atlas economy super unique. It is going to be completely eventually, the participants in the economy are going to be able to govern what is going on in the metaverse. So here's how basically this is going to work. It's going to have both in-game and directing real-world economic policy. Within the metaverse, political influence is another strategic consideration of the management of territory and the navigation of space. Controlling this political influence introduces a number of advantages for player status, which is also represented by the POLIS token. So the more POLIS token you hold, you're going to be able to jurisdict more what is going on in the Atlas economy. So basically, these players will be able to restrict some of the activity that can occur, impose taxes, charge tolls, and otherwise create a separate set of laws which other players will have to observe. However, POLIS represents voting rights, not dictatorial ownership. It will likely require multiple players to collaborate on those rules, that they be superseded by a more powerful group of players. So they're saying there is a bit of prevention of one dude just holding, one player holding a ton of POLIS and dictating the whole economy. So that is good, but that is definitely a possibility here, right? There could definitely be some whales eventually that just hold a ton of POLIS and control the economy. I could definitely see that. But at the end of the day, I like that there's a POLIS token. The players, it's power to the players, and that's what blockchain games is all about. In-game ownership, power to the players. All of this stuff adds up to what the future of blockchain gaming is. So I'm very bullish on both their tokens, to be honest, guys. A little bit of both. The only problem here is the markets that they're on. They're only on about FTX, Gate.io, and you can see the whole list of Star Atlas markets. Their token's not really on a bunch of platforms yet. But at the end of the day, I am bullish on Star Atlas. My one big con is there has not been a single bit of gameplay. There has not been a single bit of gameplay, guys. And when you take a look at a project like this, yes, this looks amazing, right? This looks incredible. But with no hint of gameplay, you can pay a studio to put a video together like this. This is 1 minute and 44 seconds. You could pay a bunch of marketing dollars to a studio to make a video for you that is this quality. But we need to see some gameplay eventually. My problem also, they are selling, it's not a problem. It's not my problem with the project at all. A lot of projects are doing this. But with no gameplay behind it, why would you buy an $8,000 ship? That's one thing to me. I wouldn't be buying ships right now. I wouldn't be buying all these in-game assets, unless you are just dumping money into every NFT gaming project and their in-game assets. I am stacking up on my gaming tokens, that is for sure, and I am bullish on Atlas and POLIS, but we need to see some gameplay eventually from Star Atlas to be able to be like, okay, all right, these assets in the marketplace now really seem more of value. And then the last thing, very last thing, you can start getting started if you want. You can go take a look at their marketplace. You can take a look at your inventory. There's leaderboards. It's basically who has the biggest pockets, because it's just showing how many assets you hold in USD coin as far as your in-game assets. It shows you the different factions, and you can choose your faction. You can go ahead and get in here, create your Solana wallet, and you can choose Oni, Ooster, or Mud regions. But this game is years down the line. They say they have a browser mini game, but it's kind of already past when they said it would come out. So we're kind of waiting on a browser mini game. This is part of that mini game, apparently. All the faction selection, player organizations, usernames, ship configuration, ship missions. So this is all a part of their roadmap here as far as the timelines. There's no timelines here, really, but as Michael Wagner, CEO, says, this is years down the line, guys, and this can define blockchain games for a long, long time, with the ambition behind the visuals and the Unreal Engine 5. The team, the blockchain, and the gaming experience. You take a look at everything from the tokenomics, the financial experience from Michael Wagner. Those tokenomics are very in-depth. They function just like the blockchain. They function just like the real-world economy, with the mining, with the political aspect, with everything added up. I'm very bullish on Star Atlas. The day that this sees gameplay, it's going to seriously explode. Not that this project isn't big already. When this sees gameplay, guys, it's going to pop off. When the gameplay finally surfaced for Star Atlas, you are going to be thankful, I think, that you have it in your pockets. But I am not a financial advisor, and take it with a grain of salt, because there is no gameplay. It's all speculation at this point. Marketing dollars can get a trailer done, so there is big pros and cons here. I have some Atlas and POLIS in my bags, but I highly advise you do your own research and take a look at every single option on the board that could be a pro or a con on this project, because there's a lot of speculation, undoubtedly. So make your own decisions. I'm not a financial advisor, just telling you exactly what I'm seeing out here and that I'm getting involved in. I appreciate y'all sticking through the end of the video. If you are new, subscribe to the channel. We come out with crypto gaming gems here every single day on the channel. Like the video if you enjoyed. I'll be back with another video either later today or tomorrow. I am not sure yet. We have a lot on the to-do list, a lot of projects to cover, so I'm excited for this upcoming week on the channel. We just hit 7,000 subscribers. Thank y'all so much for that as well. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. Stay bullish. Let me know your thoughts on Star Atlas down below. Peace.